This isn't supposed to be happening. You're not supposed to hear black Americans say this out loud. You're not supposed to hear agreement. You're not supposed to hear logic. But once people start reacting emotionally and start looking at what actually happened and what takes place, the story, it completely changes.
Platforms should be utilized.
You want me to be honest?
Be real. That's all you can be.
This is what I do.
What you do?
Best advice.
What's the best advice?
I mind the business that pays me. I get up in the morning, I pray, and I work.
Platforms should.
Well, that statement isn't indifference. It is independence. I give him that. It's a rejection of the idea that every public figure owes political obedience on demand. That's how I feel about it. More people are realizing that, they were pressured to care loudly about things. They never cared about them quietly. And once you step away from performance, the next thing that shows up is simply logic, right?
I really want to know, what's the end all be all to this ice out movement for marching? Because what are y'all telling the government to do? To let illegal immigrants just run wild in America? Because I'm not understanding what's the end all be all to this. Do y'all want America just to be an open country and we have no rules when it comes to immigration? I just don't get it. What are we asking for? Literally, somebody needs to really explain to me, what are we asking for? Well, what are y'all asking for when it comes to this whole ice out movement? Because it looks like you're asking the government to allow people to break the law, basically. So it's if you're okay with illegal immigrants breaking the law, then you should be okay with all the other people breaking the law too. So basically, we should just get rid of laws, get rid of jails, and just let America just run crazy. So your auntie, cousin, sister, brothers can live here peacefully, and ICE won't ever, get involved with them, I guess. Because it's what is the end all be all to this whole movement? I don't get it.
Same. That question destroys the entire argument. If the law only applies when it's convenient, then it's not law, right? I would think that that's considered preference. I could be, I'm just me. You don't get compassion without boundaries. You just simply get disorder with that. And disorder always hit working people first. I tell y'all that. No activists, not activists, not politicians. You know what I'm saying? It's always the working people first. This isn't new, right? Every society that ignores enforcement, they actually pay for it.
I mean, it's not like the Bible didn't warn us about everything that's going on right now. Check this out. Foreigners who live in your land will gain more and more power while you gradually lose yours. They will have money to lend you, but you will have none to lend them. In the end, they will be your rulers. What are we going to do about it? Strangers among us will rise higher while we sink lower. Not because God hates us, but we just got careless. Look around you. Got all these unrecognizable people, foreigners taking office. People wearing turbans and whatnot. They covering up their heads and rags all over their head. This ain't America. Fraud is getting normalized. Rules are being bent. Border laws are treated like suggestions. They're distracting us with all these Epstein files while policies are being written right over our heads. We let them get away with too much. I mean, it's not too late. We just got to act now. We got to vote local. We got to vote at the midterms. We got to demand audits. We got to demand prosecutions. We got to demand that law is enforced. Because you don't lose a nation overnight. You lose it one compromise at a time. We also got to bring back our American pride. Everybody today got to go out and get a flag. I don't care if you put it on your car, get a bumper sticker. I don't want to see your little foreign flag flying all over the place. Y'all too damn proud. Go do that in your own country. It's America. Bring your American flags out. I want to see them on people's houses and their lawn and in their Instagram bios and whatnot. Take that other shit. When you land in Mexico, show off that Mexican flag. When you land in Jamaica, show off that flag. When you in America, come on now. Take that damn turban off. Take off that hijab. Come on now. It's America. Put on a baseball cap.
Amen. Now, as a God-fearing man, proud of it too, I will say, you don't need religion to understand the message. When leaders refuse to protect borders, laws, and identity, but still demand obedience from, citizens, the system becomes inverted. And inverted systems, they do not last. I'm just saying. So when people ask why Trump is moving differently now, I mean, the answer is well beyond obvious.
I told him with Trump, let it go. What you trying to put him in jail for? They did everything they could to prevent him from being the president. Trump ain't going after these people, man, because of the election. He going after these people because they tried to get him to spend the rest of his life in fucking prison. He approaching 80 years old and you tried to throw him behind bars. He coming. He coming. Like, wait a minute. You motherfuckers smile in my face. You come into my casinos. You come into the hotel. Y'all all know we all sportsmen. We saw Trump at all the sporting events. We were all cool with him. We weren't calling him racist then. So it's like he looking at it and he going like, yo, these motherfuckers trying to put me in prison. They ain't trying to get me. Like, okay, January 6th, insurrection, all of that. Fine. All right, I leave. Y'all, y'all confirm Biden gonna be your president. I'm out. And you still coming for me. You trying to throw me in prison. The charges in New York. And what was the charge in New York? Oh, let's remind ourselves of this. 34 felony counts and all of this shit. It came down to $130,000 that he spent in hush money to a prostitute, a porn star, the porn star, Stormy Daniels or whatever her name is. So I'm going like this. Yeah, it's a little more complicated than that, but we simplify shit in the streets. All right. So he was fucking around with a porn star. And he wanted to keep her mouth shut. So it didn't ruin his chances at the election in 2016. And y'all trying to tell me that ain't normal? Seriously? So none of y'all. I guess John Edwards, when he had the baby out of wedlock and he tried to hide it and get caught, he didn't try to bail. I guess Gary Hart, when he had the mistress on the boat in the 80s, he didn't get caught.
Sold the chair in Chicago.
There you go. What about Clinton in the Oval Office? Clinton in the Oval Office.
Wiener.
Who the hell was volatile?
Wiener.
Wiener.
Oh, man, I love that. Stephen A., man, mark my words. Give him about, I say, a good 2 or 3 years, man. By the time Trump is out of office, I think he'll come around. I think he won't be afraid. But anyhow, this wasn't about elections. This was about intimidation, years of investigation, years of charges, years of trying to break one person publicly to scare everyone else privately. Ziggy, turn on living room lights. My fault, y'all. When that fails, though, the response is in softness. It's definitely going to be resolved. That's what you're singing now.
She just dropped a nuke on the Democratic Party.
Everything that Donald Trump is doing right now at this very moment is precisely why he was nearly assassinated twice. It's precisely why they spent years trying to prosecute him for a misdemeanor paperwork crime that they bumped up to a felony. And I don't understand how it hasn't clicked for y'all. These people are literally throwing money at random bullshit. $2 million for sex changes in Guatemala. Get the out of here. No, you're laundering it and you're pocketing it, and you knew that Donald Trump was the one who was calling out this corruption. That's why they wanted him dead, because they lose money, they lose credibility, they get exposed, and they were not going for it. We are awake now, the young ones, the old ones, the old.
She just dropped a nuke on the Democratic Party.
Everything that Donald Trump is doing right.
Yep, this isn't revenge. It's consequence. No speeches, no apologies, just action. All right? And that's when people feel momentum, because something is finally moving again. Yeah. And when outcomes change, you know what happens. Loyalty, it begins to shift.
You know that, Jimmy, next time you got to put me before Mike. He stole some of my speech. But I've been advocating for workers since 2009, and my first award comes from a Republican club, a club that they said don't respect workers' rights. That's insane. But back in 2021, I met Michael Caine, and a lot of people didn't know I was vaccinated. I was against the whole segregation part of the whole mandates because I thought it was my body, my choice. You know, they allow kids to chemically castrate themselves in this country, in this state. but they won't allow adults to decide if they want to take a vaccine or not. That just didn't sit right with me. March 2023, I get a call from RFK Jr. He said he's running for president. He wanted me to come up there to Boston with him. I said, Mr. Kennedy, I can't make it, but when you come to New York, I'm going to help you out as best as I can. He kept his word. He called me in June, said he was in New York. He said, you got 2 days of my schedule. What are you going to do with it? I said, wow, Kennedy is putting his trust in the kid from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn with his presidential campaign. Needless to say, after we ended our first day at Melba's restaurant in Harlem, a black soul food restaurant, Bobby, because he don't like me to call him Mr. Kennedy, Bobby says, you have to work for me and I'm not taking no for an answer. I actually told him no, but he won me over. And then after that, I became his national voter engagement for his presidential campaign. So what we see in this change in America, we seeing it from people in this room today. We seeing it from these people in this room today. And I want to give a shout out to my support system. I want to give a shout out to the mother of my son, because a lot of people don't know, when you are a freedom fighter, you spend more time out the house than inside the house. And if you don't got a good partner, it would not work. 100%. So I feel your pain. Thanks to Jimmy's wife over there, too, for allowing him to do this. And me and Kyrie Irving actually came up with this saying. It's called tribe season, right? Because sometimes with family is through blood, but sometimes situations make you family. The situation what we suffered in New York years made all of us family in here today. So I would like to thank y'all. I would like to thank my team right there. Lord Jamar, Nuke, Michael Kane, Red, Smarts, Renda. I love y'all, Lord. And Jimmy, thank you a lot for this award, man.
This moment cracks a myth wide open. Recognition, doesn't come from party labels. It comes from results. When people doing real work get acknowledged by the side they were warned about, I mean, come on, man. The script quite literally breaks. It debunks at that moment right there. And once that script breaks, people start telling the truth.
Why am I a lost person of color, Republican / black or whatever? But I'm not black anymore because I got that card revoked, or that my race revoked from Democrats. So I'm going to be identifying as a Caucasian. So as a Caucasian, why am I so lost as a Republican? I'm going to give y'all 5 reasons. Let's just do that because there's a lot, but I'm going to give y'all 5. First of all, I want to be clear. I'm a Republican. I'm a conservative. I'm MAGA, I guess. But I don't praise the president. No one should praise the president. If he does something bad, I'm not praising it. If he does something good, I'm going to clap. I'm going to be excited. No one should praise anyone but God. With that being said, starting off with number 1, family values. I truly believe the Republican side shows all family values. Now, of course, everyone's point of view of protecting us is different, but this is mine. Illegal immigrants is protecting us for kids, family, whatever. Keeping transgender women out of restrooms. Because as if I had a family, I would not want my little kids to be in the bathroom with the opposite sex. Especially if I had a daughter, I don't want a grown man in the restroom, locker room, whatnot with her. And with that, just protecting women in general. Because why are we fighting about letting men compete with us in sports, taking away our scholarships, records, letting them be in locker rooms, letting them be in bathrooms? Do y'all not understand that there are creepy men that just want to rape little girls, creepy pedophiles who are fake transgender women? They're just dressing up as women just so they can be a girl. Insane. And that's what happens when we little by little let things slide. Abortion. The abortion, I can't believe we got into a point when we're trying to figure out if we want to keep the baby or not. I believe that the Republican and conservative side is more for having the baby live pro-life, which is what I am, because the Democrat side seems like they're all pro-choice, which I will never, ever be. I will never give the woman the idea or thought or chance to be able to kill a human being in their room. Disgusting. I kind of already said it, but immigration. It's already a legal thing that they're here. They may have families. They may be the sweetest people ever. They may be my friends, but they're here illegally. And I don't think y'all understand how much the government wants to give to those illegal immigrants. Give it to the homeless people who are citizens here. There are families that have worked so hard to get to America and have their family have a job, and we're just having illegals waltz in, take money and stuff. I get it. They have families. They have kids. They're could be sweet people. They can also be criminals. The point is they're illegal. They're already doing illegal action coming here illegally. We can't let that slip through our mind. I think I'm at 5. But I truly just believe that the Republican side is the more accepting, loving side than the Democrat side. Y'all can read my comments. This is just for me. The Democrat side is the most crucial attacking side ever. They just have nothing good to say. And they're not even trying to convince me to be a Democrat. I say it all the time. If I'm a Republican and you think I'm lost and all that, comment why I should be a Democrat. Don't just comment, oh my gosh, your hair. Oh my gosh, you're whitewashed. Oh my gosh, the white people don't want you. Republicans don't want you. Want to be white girl. Tell me why I should be a Democrat, which y'all usually don't tell me why. And to be clear, just because I'm MAGA, Republican, conservative, Trump supporter, does not mean I trust everything he does. Does not mean I'm going to praise everything he does. Does not mean that I believe the government in everything they do. I know they're screwed up. I think the whole thing's screwed up. I think, honestly, Republicans and Democrats all like each other. But at the end of the day, COVID screwed everyone up. Republicans and Democrats did not have this big of a difference than after COVID. And I am happy to be a proud Republican.
Wow. Now, this isn't betrayal. You know what this is? It's realization. The moment someone understands they were never being represented, only managed, which will piss you off. And everything changes from there. That's what scares the system. Not Trump, not even policy. It's awareness. Not even just awareness. Cognitive awareness. Look, man, but us Black Americans aren't changing who we are. We're just changing what we tolerate, all right? You know, in this video, I see they're choosing outcomes over slogans, enforcement over excuses, and reality over permission. And that's why the response hasn't been debate. It's been simply panic. So if you made it to the end of this video, I want you to comment justified, so I know who actually watched, all right? Yeah, man, it's not even for the algorithm. It's for me. You know, but other than that, do I have anything I want to rant about today? Let me ask y'all, how was y'all day today? I think I'm going to start doing, like I told you, I'm going on these random talks at the end of my videos from time to time. Spend some time with my babies. I don't know what I want to eat. I don't think I have time to cook nothing. I got another video I got to cook up real quick, so I might order some. I don't know. At this point, it don't matter. Y'all be safe. Go check with somebody today. I couldn't think of nothing profound about my day outside of the fact that I'm blessed to be here to say. So y'all go check with somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.